Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. A regular subscriber, thank you so much for coming back each time. If you are new to this channel, thank you so much, and please subscribe below. This is an Oratane Accutane update. This is the long awaited video that I promised that I'm gonna upload, guys, regarding everything Oratane related. So first thing first, for those who don't know, if you want to go on the treatment, like I said in the previous video, you need to visit a dermatologist. After you visit a dermatologist, then she's gonna prescribe that you go to a lab to get your blood work. After your blood work is back, she's gonna write you a script with the medication depending on whatever milligrams that you are supposed to be on. For those who don't know, Oratane has a lot of side effects. Those side effects vary from back pain, painful heels, like when you walk you will literally feel like your heels are so painful, dry lips, red lips, dry skin, irritated skin, dry eyes, almost any painful symptoms that you can think of when one is sick or whatever. So let me start with the first symptom that I experienced. After my first day of taking my first dosage, I experienced headache. So when you start experiencing this headache, what I can advise you is, or rather what worked for me, is that you should drink a lot of water. So make sure that you drink at least 3 liters of water a day. And also the water thing, you need to constantly drink water for the duration of your treatment, because it's also going to help you with constipation, because you might also experience some constipation during the treatment. So that is symptom number 1 that I experienced. The second symptom is dryness. So your lips are going to be dry. So when your lips are dry, if your dermatologist has not prescribed anything already for you, what worked for me was this. It's called Bempathen. It's actually used for kids. I think it's for babies or something. I think they use it on their balm or whatever. So this is like the best product that you can use on your lips, because everything else from Vaseline or whatever is not gonna help you at all. So you need something that is gonna make your lips softer, and also it's gonna be sensitive towards your lips. But because this thing, Bempathen, when you apply it, when you are what can I say, when you are within the people, it's actually quite embarrassing, because when you apply it on your lips, it becomes white and then it melts after maybe a few minutes, and then I actually have it on my lips at the moment. So if you have to go somewhere or you are at work, you don't have to apply Bempathen. So you can use Eucerin. Eucerin also works, but I rather prefer you use Bempathen when you are at home, and then when you are within the people, you can use Eucerin. Another thing that the treatment, it's another kind of dryness that you're going to experience is dry eyes. So because you're going to be experiencing your eyes are going to be super dry, you're going to feel like they're going to be falling off. So you need fake tears. So you're going to apply this fake tears according to how the doctor is going to prescribe them. I think it's like every 4 hours or whatever. So what I used for my fake tears, it was Optive Plus. You can actually get this from the pharmacy, and it doesn't really need a prescription. But I would hope that whichever dermatologist that you guys are gonna visit should be able to write all these things for you on a prescription. So another thing that you're gonna experience is dry skin. So because your skin is going to be very sensitive, you can't just use any product on your skin, especially your face. So what worked for me was this gentle cleanser from Cetaphil. So you're literally gonna have to use this for like the period of your treatment. I'm actually still using it at the moment, even though I have like started like migrating to some products like the this foam wash. The foam wash, some people also use the foam wash as well during the treatment. They said it helps them. But what I don't like about using the foam wash during the treatment is that your skin is going to be dry. And if you read on the description for this foam wash, it says that it removes excess oil. So you need all the oil that you can get. So I would not recommend that you use the foam wash during the treatment, because it's gonna make your dryness even worse. So you should use this gentle cleanser. So it's non-drying formula, and it's fragrance free, and it's mild. So this will really help you. So another thing that's gonna help with the dryness, it's also your doctor. I hope your doctor also recommends something for your dryness. But there are some people, I mean the dryness all over your body, some people who they didn't get any prescription on what kind of lotion to use all over their body during the treatment. I know some people who use your what is this, your E45, there's that other big, I forgot the name, that aqua cream that it's like E45. I think it's written in yellow or something. I forgot the name. Some people were using that, but for me, with my doctor, what she prescribed for me was this. So basically, this is a mixture. It's an ointment, but it's a mixture. You can't get it without a prescription. It's called Persivate. So what happens is that the pharmacist will mix the mixture for you. And then, yeah, on a monthly basis, I think I used to use 2 of this, because what happens is that after you get out of the shower, after you bath or whatever, if you don't apply something that is moisturizing and which is not harmful to your skin immediately, your skin is literally gonna be irritated. With me, it was so irritated to such a point that at some point I would feel like I'm being, you know, those little insects or ants or whatever that bite or whatever, or bed bugs. I would literally feel like I'm being bitten by something. So you need to apply this ointment. So you can get this prescribed by the doctor, and then the pharmacist can mix it for you. It does wonders for your skin. So another thing that I can tell you to use, it's also this Cetaphil soap. So because the thing is with this cleanser, right, as much as it's very gentle on your skin, there are days where I would feel like it's not getting all the dirt out of my skin, because the way it's so gentle. They even wrote that you can even use it as a lotion if you want to. So you can imagine that something that you can use as a lotion, it means that when it cleanses your face, it can't really get all the dirt out. But it's prescribed for people who are on Oratane, because when you're on Oratane, there are some people who the side effects are so worse that your skin starts to peel. So you need something that is gentle for your face. So on those days where you feel like your skin on your face it's not as clean as you would want it to be, I would use this facial soap from Cetaphil. I'm actually still using it at the moment. And how I bought it, it's you can use it on your face, on your or your body, but I only used it on my face. It's also for dry sensitive skin. And what I liked about the Cetaphil range is that when you go to Discam or Clicks, I actually prefer Discam because it's much cheaper. So when you go to Discam or Clicks, this is like under a 200 rand, and this is like under 300 rand. But there's like usually a special where you'll find them in one box, and you buy both of them for the price of this one. So that's what I did, because my first time I was like, okay, you know what, let me just buy this, and then I started using them together. So another thing that you're gonna need is this Cetaphil moisturizing lotion. It is an SPF 30 sunscreen. Even though it has SPF of 30, you need to use it with another sunscreen of SPF of 50 plus, because what happens is that when you are on Oratane, SPF of 30 is not gonna help you. You need like anything that is 50 plus. And the things that were recommended by my doctor, things that are actually for sensitive skin, it was this Eucerin sun protection for oily acne prone skin. So it's a dry touch sun gel cream, very ultra light. This is like the best. I'm actually still using it at the moment. So it's an SPF of 50 plus. Also another thing, it's this thing called a Biocort. So when you read what it's for, it says it relieves itching associated with minor skin irritation. So what happens is that before you apply this lotion on your face, you need to Biocort first. So what for the duration of my treatment, I only stopped using this, I think, last month. And after you wash your face, the first thing you apply on your face should be this. And then you wait like 2 minutes. And then you put this. And then you wait another 2 minutes. And then you put this. So you need to, this should be your routine in the morning. And then every 3 hours, you reapply this. So at night, it means you're going to apply this. And then you apply this. So there is one that is not an SP, that doesn't have SPF, that you can also use at night, because some people don't want to use sunscreen at night because, you know, when you're sleeping it gets into your eyes and then it's going to irritate your skin. So there's also a moisturizing lotion that doesn't have sunscreen that you can use as well. So another thing that I've keep emphasizing is that please don't go on the treatment if the doctor has not recommended you to go on the treatment. And then also another thing, your dosage. Your dosage is going to be recommended by the doctor. Some people start at 20, some 30, some 50, some 80. So it's going to be recommended by a doctor depending on how much your liver can handle. And also another thing, guys, I know as much as South Africans, we love our alcohol. I would recommend, if you are going on this treatment, please just avoid drinking a lot of alcohol, or rather just avoid it as a whole during the duration of that treatment. So now let's talk about cost. So to be honest with you, this treatment is quite costly. I'm actually not gonna lie, because I actually depleted my medical aid and then I had to start using cash on a monthly basis. So depending on your dosage, your dosage rather, your treatment could cost you between 1,500 to 4,000 rand a month. So when I say 1,500 rand to 4,000 rand a month, a lot of things contributes to this. So it will contribute how much your doctor's charges for consultation, and also how much dosage you are on, and also how long you are going to be on the treatment for. That also contributes. So if you are lucky, you will find a dermatologist who on the first month you consult, she will it's a given that the first month you're gonna get a script for 1 month, because she needs to analyze how the treatment is going for you, because some people drop out after the first month because their body can't handle the treatment. So after the first month you're gonna have to consult again, and if you are lucky, when you consult for the after the first month, she's gonna give you a script for 2 months. So it means that now you're gonna go 2 months without having to consult. So at the time of my treatment, the consultation was like 850 rand. So you should also bear that in mind. So for example, if let's say you can't afford and it's too expensive for you, and then maybe you're supposed to go on 80 milligram a month for 6 months, you can kind of like tell your doctor your financial constraints and tell them that, you know what, I can't if the 80 milligram is too expensive for you, then you can ask her to put it on a lower dosage. Maybe you can start at 30 milligram, but then what happens is that if you start at a lower dose, let's say for example, if you started 80 milligrams, it's because when she calculated your accumulative dose, there's something called accumulative dosage. It's because when she calculated your accumulative dosage, she came to a conclusion that, let's say, I'm just giving an example, this is not a correct number, that for you to finish the treatment and for it to be successful, you need to have an accumulative dosage of 20,000 milligrams. So what happens is that she will divide that 20,000 milligrams by 12 months, or rather by the time that it will be cheaper for you to buy the medication every month. So for example, if let's say the 20,000 milligrams divided by 6 months comes down to 80 milligram a month. So it means if you want to do the treatment within 6 months, you need to start at 80 milligrams a month. So if let's say for example 80 milligrams, because I think 80 milligrams they are like 1,700 or something a month. Sorry, not 1,000 milligram, 80 milligram, it's like they are just under 2,000 rand a month. So if that is expensive for you, so what happens is that it means that instead of you getting 80 milligram a month, she can divide that into half, and then you take 40 milligram a month. So instead of it being for 6 months, it's gonna be for 12 months. Meaning what? Now your costs are gonna be cut into half. So meaning instead of buying that medication for 2,000 rand every month, you're gonna be spending 1,000 rand less. So which is you're gonna spend 1,000 rand a month, but then it might take you 12 months to finish the treatment. So and so and so on. So it's to each their own. People are not the same, and guys, we can't, our affordabilities are not the same. So don't try to push yourself don't try to push yourself if you can't afford. Just to do what you can afford at the time, and at the end of the day you're gonna get where you need to be. So yeah, what else did I leave out? Oh, I did say that for headache, you need to drink a lot of water. Red lips, you are gonna have red lips, that you can't run away from. So just stay the process and just accept that that's how it's gonna be. And then what else? Your scalp is also gonna be dry. So if, for my ladies, when your scalp is dry, for what worked for me, it's that I always I had this water bottle. So whenever my thingy, my scalp was dry, I would just like spray it with the water bottle and whatnot. And you put your nice essential oils that are good for your hair inside and mix it with the water, and you just spray. What else? Oh, sun sensitivity. I think I've said this before. Please stay away from the sun. Just stay away from the sun, avoid it as a whole. But if it can't be avoided, just try to get some nice sun protective hats. And so yeah. So, oh yes, I also forgot, for my ladies who are in relationships, guys, this is going to be very hard for you, because you don't want to put yourself at a risk of getting pregnant. But the doctor, for some people, she does recommend double contraceptives. So what happens is that if one contraceptive doesn't work, the other one will work. So me now, what I can recommend is just that go on triple contraceptives. So over and above what the two contraceptives that the doctor recommended for you, I think you should also use the third one, which is like a condom, or use a fourth one that is abstinence. Just abstain or as a whole for the period of the treatment, because you also sign an indemnity form. I don't know if I spelled that correctly or pronounced it correctly, because what happens is that when you are on this treatment, if you were to fall pregnant, you have to terminate the pregnancy, because you're not gonna give birth to anything that is close to being a human. You're gonna give birth to, you should even Google it, what happens if people get pregnant while on Oratane. Like, the stories are not good. There was also a lady on the group who also wrote that she found out she was pregnant while she was already on the treatment, and she was far along, and there was no way that she could terminate. And now she was saying that she gave birth to a child with special needs, and the child needs like 24-hour care and things like that. And I can imagine how hard it can be as a mother to go through that. So guys, what I can advise for my ladies, I don't know if it also affects men the same way, because if it affects the woman reproductive system, I'm sure even it might apply the same for them, for the men. So I would think maybe for the men also the semen might be affected because they are on the treatment. So I can advise, if you can, just abstain as a whole, guys. Just abstain, because like, this treatment is extreme. It's gonna take a toll on you, because even when you have babies, you can't breastfeed if you're on the treatment, because you are kind of like feeding the baby the medication. So yeah, I'm not sure if I left anything out. So anything that I've left out, guys, you feel free to leave something in the comment section, and I'll try to address it to the best of my ability. And my disclaimer still remains, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a medical professional. I'm just trying to share my experience with the treatment, and it has worked for me. So yeah, so as you can see, this is how my skin looks at the moment. I have some acne scarring, but it's like deep, it's like deep acne scarring that I think I'm gonna do a chemical peeling or something like that, maybe in a year or two or something like that. And also for my ladies, even after the treatment, you need to, for at least 6 months after the treatment, just try to protect yourself during sexual activities, because yeah, pregnancy and having to go through all that, I don't think it's anything that any woman wishes upon themselves. So yeah, thank you for everybody who keeps coming back and subscribing, and thank you for for people who are watching now. Please come back and please subscribe. Thank you so much for your support. Enjoy the rest of your day. Please stay safe. There's still a pandemic out there, and yeah, I love you so much. Bye. Ciao.